always think of you inside of my private thoughts. Can't imagine you touching my private parts, and it's the thought of you may want to touch myself. That's why I want so bad. Just one night of moonlight, yeah. You there beside me all night. Do it again and again. Yeah, yeah. You know I want you so bad, baby, baby, baby. Ooh. What's going on, you guys? What's going on? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of the Braxtons Season 2, Episodes 7 and 8. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What's going on? Listen, I am here, you guys. I'm here. I know this review is like 2 days late. It was supposed to be yesterday, but I went out last night, so it wasn't yesterday. But I'm here, I'm here, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like, I'm not a fan of these 7, 8 episode seasons of any of these reality shows that I've been reviewing this fall. I am not a fan of it, not a fan. I need at least 10 to 12 episodes for every season of a damn reality show, if it's gonna be that short, because I prefer my seasons to be 15 to 18 episodes. But if it's gonna be short, give me 10 to 12. Like, these 7 and 8 episodes is too much. And then y'all choose to give us a 2-hour finale, which it don't even deserve all that, because the finale really wasn't all that great at all. Like, yeah, I got notes for both episodes and shit like that. Like, I got notes on this phone here for both episodes. But baby, it's not giving it. And I don't think that this review gonna be that long. It's not giving it. It's not giving it at all. But we're going to do what we're going to do for the sake of this review, okay? Y'all know that this is a family show, so some things that happens on this damn show is very relatable. Sometimes I can relate to some of the things that happens on this show. So y'all know when something touches me in the spirit, y'all know that I'm going to speak on what I believe and how I felt and what I've been through as well. Y'all know I do that anyway, although I'm trying not to do it so much. But when it comes down to shows like this, baby, you cannot help but talk about your own experiences with things like that. It's just that simple, whatever. But we're here, you guys. We're here. So it's, let me put this on. I'm gonna text Bando back in just once this is over. I'm gonna text Bando back. But I'm gonna put this on silent. Okay. So how y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling today? Like, I'm so glad that I'm off tomorrow, but let me tell y'all something. Working in retail is a mess. I hate working in retail, especially over the holidays. And the fact is, I was supposed to have been going to Mississippi for the holidays this year and can't go. Why? They won't let me off. Pissed. Won't be able to go back for Christmas either. I've been in Atlanta for over a year, and I have not gone home for the holidays. I didn't go last year because I voted. I had just voted, and they weren't gonna let me off. Then I couldn't go for Christmas either because all my PTO was gone by then. So it's like, God damn, am I ever gonna be able to go home for the holidays? But I feel like as long as I'm working this job, I'm never gonna go home for the holidays. And I just feel like God is working with me on something, because I'm telling y'all, I want to be gone from this job by the top of the year. Now, like, I'm gonna fill out my, my benefits and stuff like that for the year. I'm gonna, enroll for my benefits and shit at this job. But I really want another job by the top of the year, because there's a lot of things that I want to do. I want to make more money. I want to be able to do the things that I want to do. I want to have my weekends off so I can go home when I want, so I can visit Mississippi back when I want to. Like, I want to be able to do stuff like that, because people don't know, working in retail really takes over your life. And then I do retail and do this full time, both at the same time. So go figure. But anyway, this ain't even the video for that. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to get started at right now. It's 50 of us up in here, and we're gonna go ahead and get this thing going. Okay, now let me go ahead and pull out my notes. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So here are my notes right here. Okay, we got like 48 people up in here. Y'all know that with every live that we do, we try to hit like 100 people with every single live that we do. Okay, but however, it's a couple of things that I'm finna get into it. I see some stuff in the comments, and I'm gonna put those comments on the screen first, and then we're gonna get started. Now, Catherine says, our beautiful sister, I said what I said, who I think is a moderator in here, I believe. She's bravely fighting ovarian cancer. She's shown incredible strength and faith throughout it all, but she needs our help. Please donate here at Kosha Mendoza 0321. So if you want to donate to our fellow moderator, I said what I said. Because I did not know that she was fighting ovarian cancer. I don't recall her ever saying it in the comments or saying it on the screen. But if you did say that once before, just charge it to my mind and not my heart, because I be forgetting a lot of stuff these days. But if y'all want to donate to her cause, there it is right there. I would love for the moderators to continue to share her Cash App so everybody can donate if they want to and things like that. Okay. So shout out to I said what I said. I really appreciate that. Let me see. And it will be done. Speaking into existence, Scotty. New job on the way. Exactly. Thank you for that. Not good, but it feels good for you to keep me laughing and take my mind off my mom passing. To Lorraine Williams, I'm sorry for the loss of your mom. And I'm glad to know that what is it? I'm glad to know that I can still make you laugh and give you a reason to laugh in your time of bereavement. So I appreciate that. Okay. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the review of it all. Like I said, I got about 10 notes and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we open it up with Tamar. Tamar's looking for her new single. Okay. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see. Scotty, your situation is called paying dues. When I started working as a new staff nurse, I work nights, weekends, and holidays. No one is exempt. I don't know exactly what you're trying to say right now. And I'm gonna respond to this real quick, and then I'm gonna go back to my review. I don't know what you're trying to say right now, but I'm aware of what paying dues is. But what I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying. I don't like my job. I ain't been happy with my job for the last 4-5 years now. I've been working the same job for 8 years. I'm ready to go. So I don't know what you're talking about, but I think you missed my entire point. I think you missed it completely. I don't even know where this came from. But it is what it is. So Tamar's looking for a new single for her new project. And let me just tell y'all, I know that a lot of people love Tamar and they love her music. And I'm pretty sure that this is one of those times where people are going to say, well, you don't like Tamar, so this is why your opinion is what it is. And I just want to go on record to say, I don't understand what everybody's fascination is with Tamar's music, because it's really not that great to me. Like Love and War was amazing, was an amazing song. The One was an amazing song. All the Way Home is an amazing song. Pieces is an amazing song as well. Those are amazing records. But anything outside of what she did on her first album was not that great to me. I did like Catfish. Baby, I know the real you. Love that. And I love the song she did with Future, Let Me Know. But other than that, her catalog really don't do it for me. So because I don't never get excited when I hear about a new Tamar Braxton project or something like that. Like I never really get excited about a new Tamar Braxton record, because maybe it's because I don't really care about her like that. But when someone says, oh, Tamar's on the way, I'm like, oh, she is? Okay. It's kind of the same. I'm kind of the same way when it comes down to like Summer Walker. Like everybody was just so hyped up for Summer Walker's new project that just dropped. And I don't give a fuck about Summer Walker. I ain't never cared for her like that. I don't even get because her music sounds the same to me. And I'm not talking about lyrically, because we know that, Mary J. Blige talked about her pain all the time. We talked about what else was going on. Keisha Cole talked about her pain all the time. And not to mention K. Michelle always talked about her pain all the time. So it's not about the lyrics, it's about sonically her albums be sound the same. Like Josiah be trying to get me to listen to Summer Walker all the time, and I just don't be feeling her. So Tamar is one of those artists where when they come out with a project, I never really care about the project coming out, and that sounds so bad, but I just don't be caring. But that be the truth of the matter. So For somebody, some of y'all who call yourself the Tamar and friends and shit like that, I'm pretty sure y'all will go pick it up and shit like that, but I don't really care. She did have a song that I did like called My Man. I want to say that song was based off of the situation that happened with Mama Evelyn and Daddy Braxton, because that's what I get from it every time I hear it from it. But yeah, but I don't really care for Tamar Braxton's music. Is it just me? Cause I be seeing all the shit that people be saying, oh, Tamar got a catalog, Tamar this, and I'm like, she do? She do? Because I don't see it. I don't see it at all, honey. I don't. But however, they looking for a new single, and it's a song called You On You that they think will go well to lead Tamar's new project and stuff like that. But she wanted a whole nother song. But You On You, whatever, I don't give a damn. They agreed upon what record they want to use and things like that. So go ahead, Tamar, do your thug thizzle. You feel what I'm saying? Like, regardless of whether or not I'm a fan of the music or not, somebody is. You feel what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't no fan of Scotty by Nature TV. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Right. So Towanda and Sean, they having lunch, and this is like the last time they're gonna see each other before the wedding and stuff like that. And like I said, I just don't care about Sean. It's just something about Sean that I don't like. And then Towanda is annoying, and she just gets on my motherfucking nerves a lot of the times too. I'm not on the Towanda hate train like everybody else is. Like, everybody thinks that she's the most evil sister out of all four of them, and I don't really see it that way. But I think her and Sean just irk my spirit. I don't know. It's just something about Sean that I don't like. And he's gained a lot of weight too, because I used to think that Sean was kind of fine when she first brought him on the show. But other than that, I was just like, And then watching them on this eating this damn food and shit, and them having this lunch and shit, I didn't really care to see that either. But I'm just sitting up here watching it because it's kind of like, I gotta watch it to take notes for this show, but I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. And I really don't want to be that reviewer that constantly complains about a goddamn show, because I know they get on y'all nerves. For real. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that nigga. But I don't care about Sean. I don't care about what he got going on. I don't care about what he like. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Okay? Like, at all. Fuck that. Fuck him. Nice, nice lunch. I hope y'all had a great salad or something like that. Beautiful. I don't like it. But, it is what it is. But yeah, they're about to get married. They can't see each other 24 hours. That's the thing that goes down with the weddings and stuff like that. You can't see the motherfucker for, over 24 hours. So, I guess that's exciting, But, I'm not a big fan of weddings anyway. And I've been in my fair share of weddings. I've been in a lot of weddings. But I never really I don't care about weddings that much, because some weddings be too goddamn long, and it just be like, girl, give me a short and sweet wedding, get me to this reception so I can eat and dance and sing Tevin Campbell, snatch the mic out of somebody's hand and sing Tevin Campbell at their fucking wedding. Like, that's all the fuck I care about. Anyway, but it's the day of the wedding. Soon as Towanda pulls up in the parking lot, she's going off. And I'm like, girl, I get why you mad, but then again, I don't give a fuck. You doing too much. Like, you doing too much, okay? So then Towanda sees something that has Tracy's signature on there, and as soon as she's seen it, she starts sobbing. And it just goes to show you how missed Tracy really is. So Trina was absolutely shocked, because Towanda is one of those people that they never really get to see cry and shit like that. Like, she pretty much contains her emotions all the time. So whenever she lets loose and cry and shit like that, everybody be like, oh, okay, I see what's going on here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I got it. You know what I mean? So I get what's being said, and I get how she feels, because like, people don't really see me cry like that either. So, a lot of the times when I cry, everybody be shook when I cry too, because I don't do all that crying. It is what it is. That's just, I don't cry. I don't really like doing all that damn crying. So I felt her pain in that moment, because Right now, if I was getting married and somebody gave me something and they had my cousin Martell's signature on there, I probably would break down and cry too. And Martell been gone now for 3 years, and I'm still not over his death. So there are times where I hear a song and I just lose it. So, I can understand that. I get where she coming from with that. So after she sobs and she cries about that signature and stuff, next thing you know, Towanda and Sean are married and everybody is happy. Weddings are a beautiful time. Weddings are a happy time. And we do know that Towanda has never had a wedding before. Like when she got married to Andre, I think they got married in Vegas because I was watching like old episodes of Iyanla Van Zant's old show called Starting Over. And I remember that show being on when I was a teenager. And Towanda was on that show. And I think at the end of it all, I think that they got married in Vegas, if I can remember correctly, because she was so in love with Andre back then. So she said that this was her very first wedding. So I know that this was very special to Towanda. And truth be told, regardless of how anybody feels about Towanda, your first wedding, it will always be special. Any wedding to me is a special day. You feel what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if you get married 10 times. A wedding is a wedding, and that is something that you should be happy about, and that is something that you should be, most definitely congratulating somebody on. Everybody don't get a chance. Everybody don't get a chance to go and get married. Everybody don't do that. Everybody don't get married. So although I could care less about Towanda and Sean as a couple, congratulations to them and their marriage and things like that. Although I don't give two right fucks about them getting married. Just being real, I don't. So Tamar is talking to this medium that she always go and see all the time. And she says that Tony and Trina are on board for the sister retreat. She had lunch with Tony and her boys, and Tony was down with it, and Trina was down with it too. But Towanda is not going. Towanda just got married at this moment in time, so that's partially why she's not going. But Tamar is very concerned about her absence because Towanda is the person that she has the biggest issue with. You feel what I'm saying? Like Towanda is the person that she's not vibing with the most. So of course she would want her to be there. And that's how I would feel too. You know what I mean? Like if I was trying to do something, because I'm very open and transparent with the issues that I have with some of my brothers and sisters. And if I was trying to have a retreat with all of my brothers and sisters, the main ones that I would want to be there are the ones that I have the biggest gripes with. I would feel some type of way if the ones I got the biggest gripes with aren't there, because this is mainly for me and you. Like me and the others, like there's things that we could talk about and things that we can, solve and resolve and things like that. But bitch, we got the biggest problem. We got the biggest, disconnect. So therefore, you need to be there. But Towanda and her bald head just got married, so we get that already, and we understand why she wouldn't be there. Tamar says that at this particular point, she really just wants a resolve at this moment. Like she wants a resolve for this family. She doesn't want to keep on, she doesn't want to keep on going through the same vicious, toxic cycle. And one thing about some of these shows that we watch, whether it's reality or whether it's a sitcom or whether it's like a movie, when you really take time to really view these shows and these movies, then you see that dysfunctional, narcissistic family dynamic, right? Soul Food, for instance. That's one of the biggest examples of what dysfunctional, what is it? One of the prime examples of what a dysfunctional, narcissistic family dynamic is. You know what I'm saying? Terry was the scapegoat. I've been saying that for the last couple of years. Terry was the scapegoat. Max was the golden child. And I do feel like Bird was the what is it? Because you normally have the invisible child, the scapegoat, and the golden child. And I really feel like Terry was the scapegoat, Max was the golden child, and Bird was the invisible one. And Big Mama was the biggest narcissist out of the whole family. She's one of the biggest issues and one of the biggest reasons why that family did not work out. Same thing with the Braxton family values. I always felt like Tracy was the black sheep Tony was the golden child. Michael is probably the invisible one. And you can also put in Tamar as a scapegoat for certain situations. And their family dynamic is definitely dysfunctional. Their family dynamic is definitely toxic and it's definitely narcissistic, because I've been saying it's just like I said about Big Mama on Soul Food. Evelyn is a big part of their issues as a family as well. You know, when stuff happens and y'all constantly sweep it under the rug, it's too much, and it is what it is. So we back at Tawanda's wedding. And Vaughn has to abruptly leave the wedding, and Tony is worried about Vaughn. Now, Towanda been asking, where's Trina for the last couple of minutes, and won't nobody tell her. But Tony finally told her, and Towanda is kind of upset because she felt like somebody should have told her where Trina was, because at the end of the day, at the end of it all, she kind of feels as though if that was her husband, she would have left with her husband too. And I agree, I would have left with mine too. We get into it. One thing about it, and two things for certain, I ain't never seen no Dr. Reed nobody like that Dr. Red Vaughn. She was getting up in Vaughn's ass. Your ass could have had a stroke. You're not taking care of yourself. You're not taking care of yourself, and you really need to. You already know what's going on with your heart. You already know that things ain't going right with that. You really do need to step away and really figure out how you're going to get through this, because like, it ain't just affecting you. It's affecting your marriage too. If you get my drift, like, it's affecting your marriage as well. So I just need for you to know that. I just need for you to see it and fucking know it at the end of the day. Like, this ain't cool and this ain't fucking right. Like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you need to really go and see about yourself. And I don't really think you're taking it seriously, but it is what it is. So now they're retreating. Tony, Tamar, and Trina get together. Tamar asks about the wedding and the honeymoon, and you know, Tony and Trina know nothing. But Tamar feels like, so y'all don't talk to Towanda? And then Tony was like, yeah, I still talk to Towanda, but I don't know what's going on with her wedding. I mean, with her honeymoon. Like, I don't know nothing. She ain't told us nothing. So Tamar brings in a Towanda doll to lighten the mood and just to make Tawanda's presence be fulfilled, because she's not there. Tamar brings a Birdman, but Tony don't want to talk about it. Why the fuck y'all on a reality show and you don't want to talk about being married to Birdman and that shit was in the news? Like, I could understand if it wasn't in the news, then I can understand it. But the shit was in the blogs. So why the fuck y'all not even discussing it? Like, why you don't want to discuss that when it was all up in the blogs and shit? Like, I don't understand why you don't want to discuss it. But okay, girl. Tamar says that she wants to have fun with her sisters, but she also wants to have certain conversations. She said there's conversations that need to be had, very uncomfortable conversations that definitely need to be had. And at the end of the day, sometimes those uncomfortable situations, those uncomfortable conversations that you really don't want to have, they definitely need to be had. I definitely understand that. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I feel like that too. Like, sometimes you have to have those uncomfortable conversations. And as uncomfortable as they are, it kind of lets you kind of feel a little bit loose, especially when you've been feeling real tight. You feel a little bit loose after you have those uncomfortable conversations that you need to have. So then that's when Tamar exposes Trina's blood pressure stuff and her hypertension, but Trina don't want to talk about that on camera too. What the fuck do y'all want to talk about on camera? For real though. What do y'all want to talk about on camera? Because it don't look like y'all want to talk about shit on camera. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's the way it looks like to me. Y'all don't really want to talk about anything on camera. I don't know why you don't, but you need to. Hell, you on a reality show. You need to talk about something. Get the fuck out of here. Like, listen, and it's a cold world when I'm up here defending Tamar ass, because at the end of the day, this girl shows every damn thing. The good, the bad, the ugly. Okay. She shows it all. And I just feel like at the end of the day, if she gotta show everything, you help us gotta show everything. I mean, it's only fair. Because why the fuck are y'all here and why y'all doing this show again? Why? So then Tamar and Trina were talking about how, Trina lives like an hour and a half away outside of Atlanta, and Trina would drive every Sunday to go to Tamar's house. And so Tamar says that her and Trina were fine until she invited Ashley to the podcast. And this is what Trina really needs to understand, because Tamar asked Trina, we were fine at first. What happened? Like, why are we in the place that we are in right now? And then that is when Tamar says, that's when Trina says, well, you said you wanted nothing to do with us. That ain't got nothing to do with it, Trina. I'm gonna need for Trina to really step up and grow some balls for real and just flat out say, bitch, I ain't fucking with you no more because you decided to bring Ashley on your podcast and she finna expose my nasty ass ex-husband. That is the reason why I'm mad with you. That's the reason why our relationship changed. If you never would have done that, we would still be okay at this point. But because you decided to bring Ashley on your podcast to expose my nasty ass ex-husband, now I'm mad at you. Just say that, because we all know that shit is true. We all know that that's the reason why you really mad at Tamar, and that's the real reason why y'all ain't really on the up and up right now, because of the fact that you mad because she did what she did with the podcast. And my thing is this, because I've had my questions, I said it on my reviews, I've had my questions on whether or not this shit with Tamar and Ashley, is it I've had my questions on whether or not it was sincere or not. I've definitely had my questions, but we got to be real about the situation. The shit was trife, and you still defending Gabe to this day. So, girl, miss me with the fuck shit, okay? Just miss me with it. Just own it up. Like, you mad because she brought Ashley on the podcast, and it got nothing to do with Tamar saying it. And the reason why Tamar didn't want to have nothing to do with y'all is because she assumed that all of y'all sent the cease and desist to the girl. So Trina says that she gave Mikey, her brother, because we ain't gonna sit up here and act like we don't know who they talking about, because Mike is the one that did the cease and desist, right? Allegedly. She gave the information, but she felt like, why would I not give him the information? And then Tony admitted that, yeah, she gave him her address, but she did not know that Tamar was finna be served. So then when she said that, that is when Tamar apologized to Tony, because Tony said that she's being convicted of a crime that she didn't commit. But my thing is this, Tony, when she brought up the shit about the cease and desist the very first time, why you just didn't say that you didn't know anything about a cease and desist? Yes, you gave such and such her address, but you didn't know that she was going to get served. So you inadvertently had something to do with the cease and desist being real, but you really didn't have nothing to do with the cease and desist. You could have said all that and we wouldn't even be here, right? Tamar says that nobody is showing up for her at this moment, and as siblings, that's what we're supposed to do, but she's going to be okay with that. She's going to deal with that the best way she knows how. But in this whole argument with Trina and Tamar about whether or not she got physical, Tamar, the girl did not hit you. And I know you want to run with that, but that's not what happened. The girl didn't hit you. She kind of grazed you with her arm trying to separate you and Tony, but the girl didn't hit you. And you apologizing to Trina, but Trina ain't receiving that apology because she know that she didn't hit you. And you know that. You want her to admit to hitting you when that's not even what happened. She didn't hit you. She grazed you, yes, but she didn't hit you at the end of the day. And on top of that, you took it too far by kicking her and pulling her hair. None of whether she grazed you, like she grazed you. It didn't take all that. You pulling her hair and kicking her, like that was fucked up. And if I was Trina, I would have beat the shit out of you for pulling my motherfucking wig. Okay, I'm just being honest, because that shit pissed me off. I ain't like that at all. But they're never gonna agree with the physicality of the situation. Like Trina is never gonna say I hit Tamar because she didn't. Tamar's never gonna be satisfied with what Trina said because she still feels like Trina got a lick off of her. That's not what happened. And you know that's not what happened. But see, this is the part where I can't fuck with Tamar on, because she be doing shit like that. Like she amplifies situations when it ain't there. She said that she knows that there are some relationships that are not going to be resolved, and she's going to be okay with that until the time comes for them to resolve certain relationships. Then they had like a final lunch, and they were laughing and talking like they normally do, and that was the end of the episode. So I really went through episode 7 and 8 within 30 minutes because there really wasn't nothing to go and talk about. That's it. And that's all. That's it. So that's all I really got for the Braxtons, y'all. I'm finna go on and get up off of here because, you know, Potomac comes on in about 40 some minutes. And I see y'all then. But that's all I really got. I don't really give a damn no more. I'm done talking about it, and that's it. So with that being said, you guys, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out of here, and I will see you guys on Potomac later on tonight. Bye, y'all.
Things I wanna do to you, all the love you try to hide, deep in between those thighs. Ain't too proud to beg for what I want, ain't too proud to beg for what I need. If it's good loving that you want, you can get it all from me. Ain't too proud to beg for what I want, ain't too proud to beg for what I need. Good luck.